Hello everyone, my name is Gamaliel, but you can all call me G. In this day and age, there are many people that we call fake Christians. They say that they believe in God, they say that they follow His Word, and yet when you look into their lives, it doesn't show that. It shows that they are still part of this world, that they still think that they rule their own lives, and that they don't need anyone except for their own will and their own strength. That is not the way we are supposed to live. Jesus is the one that we are supposed to listen to. Jesus is the one that we are supposed to obey. So when we do not bear the fruits that God wants us to, nothing good comes out of that. We can see that in Matthew chapter 21, verse 18 to 20. In verse 18, it says, "In the morning, as Jesus was returning to Jerusalem, he was hungry, and he noticed a fig tree beside the road. He went over to see if there was any figs, but there were only leaves." So when you see a tree, whether it's an apple tree or an orange tree, and it is in the right season, you would expect fruit. But as we see in the Word, the fig tree was there, but there was no fruit. Jesus had an expectation of seeing fruit on the tree, but there was nothing there. So what happened? If we continue, it says, "Then he said to it, 'May you never bear fruit again.' And immediately the fig tree withered up." Because the fig tree did not bear any fruit, there was no need for it. So what happened? It died. And sometimes the fig tree can be compared to us. We say that we are Christians. We say that we believe in God. We say that we trust in Him and His Word. And yet the things that we do in life do not show that. Whether it's cursing, lying, stealing, looking at things you're not supposed to, listening to secular music that promotes violent acts, that promotes sexual wrong. It's these things that we indulge in that take us further and further away from the Lord. That is why you have to look into your life and see, am I producing fruit? Am I doing things that truly show others that what I say is what I believe in? Anyone can say that they are a Christian, but the best way to find who a Christian truly is by their acts. That is why it is important to look into your life and make sure you are producing fruit. Make sure you are doing things that show you are a Christian. Don't just say it. You need to live it. Because as we see in here, those that do not produce the fruit that God wants, He won't put them to use. Every single person in this world has a gift. Every single person in this world has talents. There is something that God wants you to achieve. That is why He put you here. But if you do not put your talents to good use, He will have no use for you. There are so many people you could save. There are so many people that you could inspire. There are so many people that could look up to you. All because you are bearing the fruit. You are using the talent that God gave you. Do not let the world distract you. Do not let other people decide how you will act. Do not let other people tell you that what you are doing is wrong. If you are doing it for the Lord, it is never wrong. That is why we not only look into our lives, but we look into others' lives as well. If we say we are Christian, are we surrounding ourselves with Christian friends? Are they doing things that glorify the Lord? If you surround yourself with 3 people that smoke, you will be the 4th. If you surround yourself with 4 people that indulge in sexual acts, you will be the fifth. If you indulge with 6 people where all they do is talk about crime, talk about robbing, talk about stealing, talk about lying, you will be the 7th. That is why you have to be careful. Make sure you are planting seeds of hope, planting seeds of encouragement, planting seeds of kindness. You can't do that when you are surrounded by weeds. So look at who you are with. Make sure you are planting yourself in the right soil around the right plants. And the third step is to ask God to guide you. Like I said, there are so many distractions in this world. You have to be able to focus. You have to be able to learn from your mistakes because you will not be perfect. But when you learn from those mistakes, you know what to do and what not to do, where to go and where not to go, who to be and who not to be. But that all comes from God. That all comes from the strength that He gives us. So ask Him. He won't keep that away from you. He wants you to be the absolute best that you can be. He wants you to use the gift and talents that He gave you. So ask Him how to use it. He's the one that knows best, right? So when you use your talents and your gifts, God can use you for greater things, things that you may have never even imagined. That could be your life. But you first have to use your talents. You first have to be fruitful. Make sure that you are fruitful today. All right? I'll see you in the next video.